Well, it's been 2 weeks since the raids at Diddy's homes in Miami and LA. And even though there hasn't been a lot of new information released to the public, there's still been movement behind the scenes.
Oh, yeah. All right. Fox 5's Lisa Evers spoke with a former federal prosecutor and joins us now with a closer look at where the investigation likely stands today. Lisa.
Well, Steve and Natasha, there's definitely movement, but not the type to make headlines. It's been just over 2 weeks since a federal criminal investigation into sex trafficking involving Sean Diddy Combs was confirmed. Now, he's denied all the allegations, and so far there have been no arrests. Everything does seem quiet, but there's a lot going on behind the scenes as this investigation moves forward.
Diddy raps, "I'm a win because I'm too smart for these cats," as he outruns police in a recent Instagram post of his 1997 hit song Victory. His current reality is looking very different, though. Sources tell me some who have been close to Diddy are hiring lawyers to deal with inquiries from federal investigators. There's likely much more going on than meets the eye, says former federal prosecutor Nadia Shahada.
From my experience, I suspect they are interviewing a number of people at the moment, casting a wide net. That would include potential victims, employees, members of Mr. Combs' entourage, basically anyone who may have relevant information.
Law enforcement sources tell me the raids of Combs' homes in Los Angeles and Miami, which were the result of court-authorized search warrants, yielded a variety of evidence.
They're also reviewing the digital evidence recovered during the search warrants. They're probably issuing subpoenas, and they may be conducting other types of searches that wouldn't be in public view. Historical cell site information, emails, that sort of thing.
In order to successfully make sex trafficking charges, as Shahada did against R. Kelly in his federal case, certain types of proof are needed.
To the extent that any of the sexual conduct occurred on video, they would be looking for videos, photographs. They're also going to be looking to corroborate based on other people who may have been present for all or part of the criminal conduct. And they're also looking for communications, travel records, flight records.
Now, the former prosecutor says the sheer volume of digital evidence and the fact that New York prosecutors will have to conduct interviews in other cities will add to the time before anyone will be indicted. She says it could be weeks or even months, and that they won't make a move until their case is solid. That's the latest here.
Yeah.
Back to you guys.
Fascinating stuff. All right. Thanks, Lisa.